Perfect Reps. Hey team, thanks for checking in for the Next Kilograms Kilometers podcast and continuing on this week's Olympic lifting theme, or the variations of it, and incorporating perfect reps is something that was actually a good friend of mine and we kind of came up with. How it came about, we were brainstorming, what is something that we can do as part of a warm-up to A, get the bar in hand, B, work through the movements, the different phases of the movements, and then C, or 3 if you're keeping count, emphasize the right technique for each of those phases. And that's where our idea of perfect reps kind of came in. So breaking down the movement into each of its phases and just working, usually 3 to 5 reps in each position as you kind of go through it. So it's just a great way. Of course, you're using an empty bar. Some might even use just a dowel rod, a PVC pipe, broomstick, whatever it is, something light that you don't have to worry about the strain of the weight or the load. You can just focus on the actual movement and your position and posture. So let's say if we're doing a clean, for example, we'll go with that first pull, which is just from mid-shin, from wherever the bar would sit on the floor with the plates, up until the bottom of the knee, right? For some of us, it might only be, 2, 3, 4 inches, but just really to emphasize what's our hip to back position going to look like? Where do we want to feel that squeeze in the upper back and the shoulder blades? All right, kind of gripping the bar. If it's PVC pipe, sometimes I like to kind of bend the PVC pipe just so you're really emphasizing that grip on the bar, kind of rolling the thumb into it, wrapping the whole hand in, and then just maintaining that shoulder to hip angle as you just get those first few inches off the floor, right? So 3 to 4 reps there, boom. Then move above the knee. You're getting into the second pull, so you're just above the knee to kind of mid-thigh, all right? What's that hip to shoulder position going to look like there, right? Where's the bar going to go? Where are you going to feel the bar coming in? How are you going to engage the lats as you move into that position? Then you kind of get into that third pull, or the final explosion, which is kind of mid-thigh, maybe up towards the top, to where you get that triple extension, and then add the shrug with it. Okay, so you're really starting to kind of with the shrug, right? Making sure that we're keeping the elbows straight as well. When the elbows bend, the power ends. So keeping the arms straight as we get through that pull and that shrug. And then from there, kind of going into some catches. So starting that high position, right? Just emphasizing pulling the arms up, right? Rolling or throwing the elbows through, and getting that catch onto the front of the shoulder, the front delt. And then even going into some presses, right? So just standing, legs extended, right? And just getting that drive up, emphasizing how that bar is going to roll in the hand and get kind of from the fingers, from that front squat or front rack position into the heel of the palm as we press overhead, right? Punching the bar up, punching the head through, getting the bicep to the ears. Okay, what that's going to feel like. And then, of course, with the perfect reps, might even throw in some front squats, good mornings, maybe behind the neck press, just for some extra shoulder mobility, hip mobility, that sort of thing. But that's one of the routines for the warm-ups. Again, just moving through each phase of the lift, emphasizing and reminding ourselves of the technique, the positions that we need to be in, where we want to get that pull as we go through each stage, and then from there we can start kind of getting more into the actual warm-up, the loaded warm-up, getting into the actual lifts. So that's kind of the next progression there. Again, we'll kind of continue to touch on as the week goes on. But as always, if you have questions, right, or even if you just want some review, maybe you're trying to do this on your own, feel free to hit us up, let us know. All right, DM, social media, send an email. If you're up for it, we're always happy to kind of get connected on WhatsApp and then you can share video, and I can go John Madden on it and mark it up, send back some notes, some observations, and just see where things are. So otherwise, keep the week rolling. Let's keep working.